guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome back to Weekly Reads, where I talk about the books that I read in the past week and the ones that I'm reading currently, and also say hello to the halo on my head. Now, that being said, in the past week I only completed one book, finished reading one book, and that is Rebel Sultans by Manu S. Pillai, and I'll be talking more about this book on my Sunday upload, which is going to be the November wrap up, November 2020 wrap up. Okay, that's what I'm going to do on Sunday. So this one for later. Now let's get to the books that I'm reading currently right now. The first book that I'm almost done with, like 58-60%, is Penelope Fitzgerald's Offshore, which is the 1979 Booker Prize winner. And basically this book is about a bunch of people who live on boats, maybe like small boats, luxurious boats, whatever you want to call it, on the River Thames in London, and it's kind of based in the, I would say, early 1970s, late 1960s. It's a very interesting take, and more importantly for me, the book is like a blast from the past type of thing, because of course I was not born during that time, I was not alive then, and the book simply talks about this. Yeah, let this just pass by. Okay, cool. Anyway, so basically this book talks about like these people, and the point I wanted to make was whenever like there's some incident like that happens in the book, I always compare it to 2020. Like, how would it be with phones and all the sort of modern technology that we have today, and how would they react to those situations? So it's a very interesting book to compare, as well as I like this book because it's a very unique one. It's just like there are a bunch of people who are either living on River Thames because of a necessity, because they don't have a home on the land, like in London or wherever it is, and that's why they're living on water, and that's how the whole story flows. It's interesting. It's a literary read as well. So yeah, that's that. The next book that I'm reading currently is this one. Yes, my tripod shook. I knew it would. It is Intersections by Gautam S. Mengle. So basically, this particular book. Okay, before I start about this particular book, let me tell you something about the author. So Gautam S. Mengle is actually a crime reporter based in Mumbai, and I attended one of his events. Like Swap Book had done an event with him, which I attended, and I got to talk with this author as well. And during the event I got to know a lot of things about the author, so that's what I'm going to share. Basically, he used to work under Hussain Zaidi, and if you are Indian and you do not know Hussain Zaidi is again one more he's a very famous crime reporter based in Mumbai, and he's done a lot of things covering like the underworld, especially Dawood and all those like names that you hear when you hear about crime, and all of the illegal activities in general. And so I think Hussain Zaidi even provided his comments on the book as well. So yeah, it's interesting. So I mean, Hussain Zaidi is of the fame Dongri to Dubai and Baikala to Bangkok. He's written a lot of non-fiction books on the underworld. So basically, getting back to the book currently in my hand, the book basically talks about an inspector, and he is Mhatre, like this is Mhatre, and he's investigating somewhat of a crime, and it's just like it's not a who done it, it's more like, oh my god, something's going to happen in the city and we need to save the city, and that's what this is about. I'm enjoying this so far. It's a very light read. I actually started this book yesterday and I'm already like done these many pages. It's like a super light read. And that being said, also one of the biggest things which I really appreciate in this book is that, so basically when you watch movies tend to exaggerate all of the crime fighting techniques that they use, but this one actually makes it a point to tell you what actually happens in today's date. Like it talks about CDRs, SIM card tracking. It also talks about analyzing CCTV footage. It also talks about like having informants when you're in a police force and things like that. So I really appreciate this book for the honesty and for the actual methods that the police inspectors use in order to solve the problem at hand. And the story is also good. Like I don't have much comments on it because I've not like completed it yet. I know something's happening and a lot of stuff's happening, and I think like what will change my mind with this book would be the twist at the end, like what is this person up to and stuff like that. So if you are from India and you want to know more about like crime fighting techniques with respect to you know like the Indian police in general, although this focuses more on Mumbai police, this is a book you should read. It's a nice book and it's a very light read. It's a super light read. Honestly, I'm breezing through the book. That's how it is. So, that being said, the next book that I'm reading currently is again a Mumbai Bombay based book, and that is Bombay Bal Chao by Jane Burgess. I'm done with about 34% of this book, and it is an I love this book. I really really love the way Jane Burgess writes books. And if you're looking for like a set of short stories, like so these are not short stories, they're kind of related to each other, but I love her writing. I love the depiction of Catholics in Mumbai and Goan, Mangalorean, East Indian, like whoever it is. So I was myself in a Christian missionary school and in a Catholic college. So for me, like having known so many Catholics, for me, like understanding the whole way Catholic families work is a bit interesting, and I think it's a very like I would say it's a very interesting book, and I love it so far. It's an amazing one, and I think it'll become a 5-star read for me. So that being said, let's move on to the next book that I'm reading very passively, and that is Bring Up the Bodies by Hilary Mantel. I had to think that for a while, by the way. So basically, this book is about Henry VIII. It's the second book in the Wolf Hall trilogy. I like it so far, but I have just like put all of this on the back seat because I have a lot of books to read this month, and I am kind of like being over ambitious with this December, with the December TBR in my head. I don't think I'll post a video on my December TBR because that would be too much of a commitment. But let me tell you that my December TBR is like overflowing. Like I have post-it notes stuck all around, and I have quite a few books also on my table, which like are part of my TBR pile. So yeah, that being said, I'm not sure if I'll finish this month, but I want to finish it this month so that I can start reading Mirror and the Light in January. So that's the plan. And that being said, reading plans. So something that I did want to discuss was what I plan for December. So what I plan for December is actually a very basic like TBR. I want to like finish quite a few books that I've bought. Over the book hauls that I did. There's even going to be a book haul coming up soon because I've already filmed it. I need to post it. That's also there. And that being said, I did buy a lot of Kindle books as well during the Amazon sale. I have not done a haul yet. I didn't think it was required, but then I'm doing it anyway. Like maybe one day I'll just sit and do it. And that being said, it's just that there's one more thing that's happening, and that is Kieran from KD Books has his own book club book, and it is this one right here. It's I think by Grand Central Station, I Sat Down and Cried by Elizabeth Smart. So even I have that to read this month. So it's going to be a very very busy reading month. And that being said, yeah, I think that's it. That's it for this weekly reads, and I will see you next time.